Hello and welcome everyone for the reading of the week, February 5th unto the 12th. Glad you're all here and I'm hoping you're thriving. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I am about to do a reading for our collective highest and greatest good. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information that is most needed right now, and to provide that in a manner that is easily and effortlessly heard, understood, and integrated for the highest and greatest benefit of anyone who listens and of their community, their family, their surroundings, as well as this beautiful planet. I call upon my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening now and in the future, as well as an overlighting angel of communication, to facilitate this exchange and ensure that it happens in the highest and best way possible for the highest and greatest good of all. I'd also like to invite the four archangels to come and hold the four directions around us, creating a sacred container of light, of love, of wisdom, of healing, of clarity, of transformation, of empowerment, of whatever it is that is in our collective heart and mind at this time, creating this beautiful container across time and space, wherever each of us is who is now listening. I invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the south, Gabriel to hold the west, and Uriel to hold the north. I thank you for coming and lending us your gifts. We set the tone for ease, for clarity, for transformation, for empowerment. Again, for anything that is in our collective heart and mind at this time, and anything that does not match these frequencies is welcome to go now. So let's get started. What is it that we need to know for our greater good this week, so that we may navigate the energies of this time fruitfully, efficiently, beautifully, harmoniously, and always, always in service to the light and the greater good. Okay. Starting with the recent past, we have the card of generosity. This energy of pentacles. It's the earth energy. It has to do with material things. And the card of generosity is the energy of being generous with ourselves, with our resources, and the universe being generous with us. I mean, Mother Nature is incredibly generous. We just have to look out and see when she grows seeds. She grows hundreds and thousands of seeds. When she does anything, it's an incredible abundance. There's this quality of generosity that comes with nature, which is such a blessing to us. So sitting in the recent past is this reminder to plug into this energy of generosity, to remind ourselves of how blessed we are and all the good that's in our lives. No matter what is happening in our experience, we have this beautiful blessing of generosity in our lives. And again, even if that is not feeling like it's true, just remember, look, open your eyes, because where your attention goes, your energy flows. And if you're looking for it, you will find it. And it's good to be reminded of how loved we are by this beautiful planet and all the life on it. It's the present card, how things are in our present. This is the 5 of the major arcana, the card number 5, the Hierophant, or it's called the Pope in other decks. Another name for this is the inner teacher. So this energy in our present time is this going within, this connecting to the broader, wiser part of us within us that is here and happy and willing and ready and able to support us and guide us into our broader evolution, into becoming more than we were, into transforming, transitioning, becoming, again, more than we were before. This is sitting in our present environment. It's a major arcana, so that's a pay attention card. This idea of seeking to become more than we were, seeking to support ourselves by development, personal development, learning how to tune into that inner voice through meditation, and learning to develop our gifts of intuition so that we are accessing this broader, wiser pool of energy that's there to guide us and support us into our greatness and into the evolution of us on the planet of humanity at this time. The near future sacrifice. And so the feelings are going to keep going. I mean, we're not out of the woods yet. There's a lot of this feeling of strife, of struggle, of emotional upset. It is a very intense and difficult time. The February is a hard month. You know, December, January, February, the darkest months of the year. It's a hard time, especially in the time of this lockdown when we have less access to the world and to each other and to the things that bring us to joy. So if you're feeling this way, just be patient and kind with yourself. Know that you're not going to be here forever and that this will pass. And to look again, to seek our connection to this beautiful, wiser energy and to bring more of it into our experience and to ground ourselves in generosity, in beauty, in the well-being that surrounds us, in the good that surrounds us. We are getting through this. Even though it may feel like it's endless at times, we are getting through this, and you're not alone if you're feeling this way. We are all connected. And we know, just because the general timbre of things is one way or another, we know it's difficult right now. It's just the set point. But look to nature, look to the return of the light, the return of spring. The sun is coming back with its abundant and glorious rays. And we are getting through this. We're getting through this dark winter. The foundation of the reading, the Princess of Pentacles, is this new beginning on a material level. It's the earth energy. So this card is the foundation card, why we are having the reading and what we're needing to know. And it's this energy of new starts or fresh starts on the material level. This new beginning. We're changing things. Things are happening. Things are changing. It has to. The damage that's been done from the shutdowns due to the pandemic is going to need some pretty clever management to overcome. And we are going to have to be innovative. We are going to have to transform how we're doing things and what we want. And I would suggest that needs to come from the wisdom that we've gained from being isolated and understanding now what was really important. All those frivolities that before distracted us are no longer as important as they once were. We know now what's important, and we're going to build our new life and our new world from this place. So always remembering what's important to you and making acts that are harmonious with this, that demonstrate this. You know, if your family's important, reach out to them, let them know that you love them, the people in your life. You know, just paying attention to those things that you value that are at the core of your life and dreaming about how those could become moved forward into the world, and how will we recreate our world in a way that's kind and fair and loving for everyone. But again, this foundation is all about new beginnings on the material realm. How we need to conduct ourselves is the next card. Well, frustration. Yeah. It's hard. It's really hard. I hear that. I get that. And we are more than this. We are getting through this. We have to remember that we're bigger than this. We have to remember that we are spirit in a body, having this human experience, and we are here to co-create magnificently, to co-create a wonderful, wonderful world and new future collectively, based on love, based on mutual support, regard, and understanding, on collaboration. This card just shows us how we're feeling, and being aware of it, we can return our attention towards what is wanted. Instead of wallowing in what wasn't working, use it as information to redirect our energy and our attention and our life force towards what is wanted. That's how we need to conduct ourselves. It's just information. What do we want? We want to be happy. We want to be healthy. We want to be joyful. We want the planet to be honored. We want to live in harmony with this beautiful planet. We want to do meaningful work that gives back, that is supportive to life. We want to honor life. We want to find ways of living in harmony with each other, with this beautiful planet, and with all the life that is here. We want a lot of beautiful things, and we don't need to be frustrated if we aren't there yet. That's the process we're in. We're building towards that beautiful future. Don't forget. Excuse me. How others are going to be. Card of Ruin. Okay. Others are finding it hard too. This is an intense reading this week. So be patient. Be patient. Be kind. Be loving. Give yourself a break. Be good to yourself. Do what you can to stay in a positive headspace and to help others to stay in a positive headspace. If you're not feeling this, that's delightful, because we need people who are in the positive spin, who are in that positive space, who are in a heart space that is balanced and neutral and loving and kind, because we are all connected. Your well-being is helping anyone who's in a state of suffering, in a state of not wellness or not well-being. So it's helpful for us to remember that when we foster and support and help ourselves to stay in a positive, comfortable, neutral, loving space, when we are able to hold that in our own field, we are beacons of light, so to speak, in the collective consciousness. That peace and that well-being radiates out to others, wherever they may be, and gives them comfort and gives them love and gives them support. We can't underestimate the power of our interconnection and the power of what we can do for each other simply by giving our intention to being in the best state possible, to the best of our ability, for ourselves, certainly, because we're more resilient when we're in that place, but also to be, again, beacons of light, beacons of love in the collective consciousness, dropping pebbles of well-being, creating ripples of well-being into the flow of our relationships. I know I want it to be there too. I want us to be there. It's a bit frustrating, but that's okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Our outcome. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is swords is ideas in action. This is not necessarily new beginnings, but very feminine energy around the idea of taking action, of new ideas and taking action. And this points to the energy that we're moving towards, which is the more feminine energy. We're moving into a more feminine time. It's more about collaboration, kindness, mutual support, winning for everyone, not just the few. These are the energies that we're holding going forward. And so the Queen of Swords is a reminder as we move towards it to be, she's practical, and she's practical, and she's very efficient, very effective. She knows what needs to happen and how it needs to happen. And she's very clear. She has a very clear picture. And that's what we need to create for ourselves, is a clear picture of the world as we want it. And this doesn't mean small details. You don't need to have to figure out the hows. All we need to do is have the picture of how we want it to go. What is it going to feel like? What's it going to look like? How are we going to be thriving? How is everyone going to thrive? We don't need to worry about how exactly those pieces are going to come together or what it's going to look like. But holding that blueprint, that vision for our collective future, and understanding that the energy is shifting and we're looking for that. We want a kinder society where everyone is loved and looked after and supported into their beauty and greatness. So that's the outcome. That's what we're moving towards. So yes, there are some heavier cards here. We're feeling it. We're feeling done. We're really ready for a change. We're really ready for this lockdown to come to an end. And we really need to stay grounded in the new possibility, in the vision for what we want for this world, and then to take action in our lives from that vision, from that place. Yes, we're feeling upset, we're feeling disappointed, we're feeling frustrated, we're feeling put upon, and it's part of pushing us. This difficulty or this energy is pushing us to taking action, to holding the new, to being different in the world. And we're like the chick in the egg just before it hatches. It's difficult, I would imagine, to be inside that egg and to be all rolled up in the little ball. On the one hand, it's safe and familiar, but on the other hand, there's that energy of needing to break through and break free. And that's sort of the energy that's building for us, is this breaking free energy, this moving through this and taking it in good directions. So wherever you are, I'm thinking of you, I'm sending you love and light, asking you to just ground yourself, take care of yourself. When you're feeling like it's too much, get out for a walk, go hug a tree. Try, please, to create a meditation practice every day where you can sit in the energy of the inner teacher and listen to the guidance and wisdom that comes from there, grounding yourself, anchoring yourself, so that you can be more resilient and effective at being a clearing in the world for the suffering that others might be feeling. Okay, so that's this part of the reading. Keep walking, folks. We're not done the journey yet. You don't have to run. We're going to get through this together. Okay, so let's pull our card to grow on. Hopefully something positive and optimistic and lovely. What is it that we need to know? What is our card to grow on this week? What will give us fortitude and courage to keep moving forward, to stay positive, to stay on target with our intentions, our attentions, our visions? Well, it's not like we haven't done a lot of this already, but I guess we're not quite done yet. The card of Reevaluation is the Four of Hearts. So we have a woman who's withdrawn to a quiet space, and she's in a contemplative sort of meditative state. She's got this lotus activated on the top of her chakras. It's the root, the crown chakra. So she's activated. She's in that state of conscious energy, of presence, of connection to the broader, wiser aspect of herself. And she's looking through her treasure box, looking through at all of the things that are important. And again, just refining that, getting clearer about that. What am I taking forward into my new life? What am I leaving behind? Who is it that I want to be? What do I want to be doing on the planet once we're through this? What gifts do I have to bring? And if you don't know, you might be asking yourself, who am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? And to you, I would say, look to your enthusiasm. Look to the things that you love. Look to the things that light you up, that you're excited about. And know that that's life calling to you. That's life saying, hey, in this direction is more joy, more satisfaction, more pleasure, more enjoyment, more growth, more expansion. That's the secret, is to always turn your life in the direction of what brings you more joy, what brings you more celebration, more enthusiasm, more inspiration. So as we continue in our process here of inwardness, let us be informed by our love, by our enthusiasms, by our inspirations, and let that nourish your heart. Let yourself spend time there in those places that nourish you. And that will be good for you and for everybody else. We all need a good infusion of happy, beautiful, balanced, loving energy. And creating is a great way to do that. Getting into your creative gifts, whatever they may be, making music, cooking, knitting, gardening. It's It's an opportunity for us to start being sparked and inspired by real life, by what's really going on in our world, that direct, tangible experience, rather than the disembodied experience that we get through our media and watching Netflix, etc. That's not us. That's us watching somebody else. So how do we get into our own life and participate in our own life and engage with our own life from that place of love, of appreciation, of valuing, of enthusiasm, of inspiration, and let it nourish us deeply, because boy, we can use it right now, can't we? So this is our card to grow on. We are reevaluating. That's helping us to clarify what's important to us and helping us to choose our direction, because we get to choose. We are amazing co-creators with the beautiful life force energies that are here on this planet at this time. This is our job. We're waking up and taking our power and stepping forward into life from a completely different place. And that's going to transform everything. And so that's our reading for the week, everybody. Wherever you are, I send you love. I send you light. I send you peace. I send you harmony. I send you inspiration and enthusiasm. Creator, this is your daughter, Titania. And we've just finished the reading for the week, which feels a little heavy. And I just want to ask for your help, you and the angels, to just surround us, support us, lift us up. Help us to step out of the wallows and into the light, to turn to you, to turn to our life force, our joy, our celebration, our gratitude, our inspiration, and express that in our immediate lives and in the larger world as is appropriate. Help us to be beacons of light in each other's experience. Help us to lift each other up, to build each other up, to affirm each other. Help us to open our eyes and see the truth, the beauty that is here all around us. Help us to infuse our lives with that beauty and that wisdom and that truth, and to hold that for each other, so that if I'm up and you're down, I hold you up too, and vice versa, that we're all here loving each other through this difficult time. We have this, people. We chose to be here. We are the ones we have been waiting for. Take heart. Spring is around the corner for those of us up here in the Northern Hemisphere. The sun is returning, and so is life. Bring a little bit of that life into your world. I am thinking of you all, sending you love and light. The reading is at an end. Thank you to all those who helped to hold this space, and thank you to each of you being here, listening, and growing, expanding into the best possible version of yourself. I'm grateful for your good work. Thank you. Much love and light, everybody. Have a great week.